All right, so in this video, I'm going to prove to you guys that X/Twitter is not a free speech platform as Elon Musk likes to promote it. I had recently made a video that I was talking about basically how I got permanently banned from X. And I had only been active, like really active on the platform for about 2 months. And in those 2 months, I must have gotten suspended and banned. I don't even like at least 20 times. I lost track. Let's just put it that way. I do have the emails from my bans. So I'm going to show one of them. So I'm going to prove to you guys that this guy's a lying piece of shit fraud. And he's not who he claims to be. He's not about what he says he is. And that's all I'm doing. I want you guys to understand when I say something, it's the truth. I don't lie. I don't make things up. I don't try to sugarcoat shit or try to make myself sound better than what I am. But what I do is I tell you guys the truth. Now, I'm going to be real honest. I'm not the nicest guy, and I've said this many, many times. The way I say things is not for everybody, and I'm going to explain right now. I want you guys to really listen to what I'm about to say. The reason why I say things the way I do is because this world needs that. You guys need somebody like me. You know what they want? They want pacifists. They want pussies. They want people that will let things happen to them. That's what they want. They don't want people to fight back. They don't want people to talk back. Because believe it or not, fighting back is not the strongest thing you can do. And I mean like physically fighting, right? That's not the best weapon you have available to you right now. It's actually your voice. And any way they can silence you, in this case me, whenever they see you as a threat, they're like, this person can actually make a difference. They'll do that. They'll shut you down. They'll do their best. And what pisses me off about Elon Musk and Twitter and X is he promoted it as a free speech website. To this day, he still promotes it that way. Many people that support Elon Musk promote it as free speech. And again, I'm going to prove to you guys that that's not the case. That's what this whole video is about. I'm going to show you guys one of the tweets that got actioned. And I have many of them. I have a whole email filled with tweets that got actioned by Twitter against me. And long story short, the way I feel and the way I think is this is how I am. I'm going to say to you guys on the internet the same shit that I would say to your face. That's who I am. In real life, nobody talks shit to me. That's how it really is for me. Nobody comes up to me out of nowhere and just starts shit talking me. That just doesn't happen. But online, people are very brave, and they'll, especially on a platform like X, right? They'll feel emboldened to come out of left field and just start shit talking you when you're not even talking to them. And that's what happened in this tweet. I was talking to someone else. In this case, it was David Icke. I was saying something to David Icke. If David Icke posted something, I responded to what David Icke was saying. And then this other person who didn't even understand what I was saying to David Icke got offended on behalf of David Icke. And I didn't say anything offensive to David Icke. But this person got mad and they didn't understand what I was saying. Then they tried to attack me. And the way that I am, if you attack me for any reason, I don't give a shit what your excuse is. I will immediately attack you back. I'm not going to sit there and try to figure out why you decided to attack me. Even on this YouTube channel, you can go look where people have thrown passive little shots at me, tried to like talk shit to me here and there, little slick comments in my comment section. And guess what the fuck I do? I destroy them. And that's another reason why I'm so surprised that X banned me. Because I've said worse things on YouTube, and YouTube hasn't done shit to me. Yet, Free Speech X banned me permanently? As far as I can tell, I can't get my account back. Before, when they were banning me and suspending me or removing me, they gave me an option to delete the tweet, and then they would reinstate me within a certain amount of time. Each time, the time limit got longer and longer, meaning if the first time I got banned, it was like 5 minutes, then an hour, then 6 hours, then a day, then a week. It kept going like that. It kept building up and up and up until they just said, fuck you, we don't want you here. And I was okay. I mean, if that's how it is here, I mean, one thing that I learned from Twitter, and I'm glad I had this experience too, the people are completely fucking retarded. Humans are much more retarded than I thought they were. I already thought humans were retarded, but when I went on Twitter, I was like, holy shit, there's a whole nother level of retardation I didn't know existed. That's what Twitter showed me. It didn't really enlighten me in any way, didn't make me feel good. The only thing that made me feel good was when I was shit talking people. And I was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That's that felt good. And I'm gonna say this again. Anything I say online, I will say it to your face. That's the kind of person I am. But I know a lot of these brave cowards on the internet will never say the shit they say on the internet to my face. I know that. That's why I get so angry. Because I'm like, you're not about that life. You're not that person. On the internet you are. But in real life you're not. Especially women. Women, for some reason, really feel emboldened online. They just, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they really feel like they can just say whatever. So anyways, you look on your screen, there's the tweet. And this is what got me removed. This is not what she said. And this is not my initial comment to David Icke. This is what got me actioned. So again, I'm going to say this again. David Icke said something. I responded to David Icke, not to this bitch. I don't even know. I didn't even know this bitch existed. And I definitely don't want to know after she responded. She got offended for some reason about what I said to David Icke. And I didn't say anything negative to David Icke. I don't even remember what I said to David Icke, but it was a very the best I can remember, it was, hey, you should know better. Something like that. I wasn't trying to be negative, but I was like, you already know how it is. That's what I said to David Icke. I was basically saying, you already know what's going on in this world. You know how it is. And she was like, oh, what are you talking about? Why would David Icke respond to you? She said some snarky ass, smart ass remark. And I was like, who is this bitch? Why is she getting mad? I wasn't even talking to her. So because she came at me so negatively without me saying anything to her or knowing who she was, it automatically triggered me. So with that being said, I snapped on her ass. This is what I responded with. I said, you sound like a dumb bitch ass Karen that thinks she knows everything about everything because she can repeat what she heard others say. Bitch, how the fuck do you know what I know about David Icke? I probably know him better than you do, you dumb retarded piece of shit. And the reason why I said this, and now that I'm thinking about it and remembering more, she was trying to tell me to read some book about David Icke. She said something about, oh, you haven't read his book, so how are you going to say anything to David Icke? You don't know anything about David Icke. Like, she was just going on and on and on. And I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Let me explain to you guys something. I've heard David Icke talk so many times. I've watched so many of his videos. I know so much about David Icke. So for this random bitch who lives in South America, some third world whore, doesn't know shit about shit. She supposedly read some book about David Icke. She's trying to tell me about David Icke? Like, I don't know about David Icke? That's what pissed me off. I'm like, this bitch is getting triggered for no reason. And on top of that, she's stupid. She's retarded. She doesn't know shit. And she thinks she knows more than I do about David Icke. I know a hell of a lot about David Icke. But she wasn't somebody that I could explain that to or reason with or have some kind of conversation so we can get to some kind of common ground. Because like I said, she just got triggered because I said something to David Icke, not even to her. I wasn't even talking to this bitch. And I'm just going to tell you guys again, my easiest trigger is if I'm talking to someone and you randomly come out of left field and start talking shit to me. That's like the biggest trigger you can do to me. Because I know if I'm in public, right, and I'm having a conversation with somebody, you're not going to come out of nowhere and just interject yourself. You're only doing this shit because we're online and you feel compelled. You feel like, oh, I can just do this because it's the internet and I can get away with it. That's what triggers me. The cowardice of it. I hate fucking cowards. I hate liars and I hate cowards. Those are the biggest triggers for me. But this bitch is a coward because she knows we're online and she knows that she's going to get away with it, that she can just come and talk shit and nothing's going to happen. That's fine and dandy, but I'm going to respond. And now and it's not just X or Twitter that does this. Other websites and other platforms do this too. Like I play a game called World of Warcraft. And in that game, people will do shit to piss you off, or they'll say little things to you. And if you respond in a negative way, they'll like trap you because they know the rules of the game and what you can say and can't say. And then they'll report you and get you banned. This has happened to me a lot. And the way I am, this is how I think. If you're going to ban me, I don't belong there. Clearly, I shouldn't be in that universe or in that area. That's how I feel about X. That's how I feel about TikTok. Because TikTok banned me a long time ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, because I said something about China. I basically said Chinese people are not free. That's all I said in my video. I think I still have the video on this channel. I'm not sure. It was my Kanye West video. I said something about China. So if you go look on this channel, there's a video I made when I first made the channel. And it's one of my older videos too. And I was talking about Kanye West. And in that video, towards the end, I said something about China. Whatever I said about China there, I believe it was something like China's not free or something like that. Or the people in China are not free. That one thing was enough to get my TikTok banned. So TikTok banned me. I haven't been back to that platform. X banned me. I'm not going back to that platform. If YouTube bans me, I'm not going back to YouTube. But I'm just going to say this. This is the last thing I'm going to say. Keep fucking banning me. You're just going to radicalize me even more and more and more. And I promise you, I'm going to find a way to get my message out. Because there are platforms that are more tolerant. At least I believe. But even if that's not the case, if I have to make my own fucking platform, I will do that. But whatever the case is, I'm going to get my message out. I'm going to find a way to do it. If I can't do it here, if I can't do it there, I'll find a way. So long story short, and this is the very, very last thing I'm going to say. You don't want to do that. You're going to make me worse than what I am right now. This is me when I'm being docile. I'm very reserved right now. You don't want to see me unleashed. Trust me, you don't. So here's the proof. This is the proof that Twitter/X is not free speech. There are people that are saying worse things than I am on that platform right now. You can go look. And this is one of the things that they struck me with. And you can see here. It says, hi, real truth, your blah, 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 blah. You see what the fuck it says. I don't need to fucking read it. And look at this right here. Read this. Read this shit. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity. I didn't do that. So even here where they're saying I violated the rules, in this post, I didn't do what they said. I didn't even break the rules of what they're saying that I did. It doesn't make any sense. So not only is it not free speech, but they're lying on what I did and they're basically banning me for something I didn't even do. And I'm going to say this again. I say worse things on YouTube. I literally just read this message on YouTube and I know I'm not going to get in any trouble because I know how YouTube works. Yet on X, I got permanently removed for this shit. Anyways, I said what I had to say. If you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can. Hit the notification bell. See you guys in the next video. Take care.